Hey, I'm Jonathan, and I'm a full sailor studying web design and development. My background consists of very little HTML and CSS. When I came to Full Sail, I took a deep dive right into C# in STI, and then we progressed on to object-oriented and advanced scalable data infrastructures. From there, we went into visual frameworks, where we basically put our code with design, and I made a Mario game, and it was pretty cool. I actually made Mario Level 1. So right now I just finished Project and Portfolio 3, and I'm going to kind of recap what we did. Week 1 we really talked about Agile, and we talked about iterative prototypes. We talked about how different companies have different Agile, and that means different things to everybody, and how Google really amplifies this by doing 1-week sprints. That was a cool takeaway from there. Week 2 we kind of evaluated ourselves with strengths and weaknesses, and we also talked about programming languages that are right for the product, and not just necessarily picking a language for a product because you want to. And I actually chose JavaScript because most of Facebook bots are built in JavaScript because it's a browser language. Why not use JavaScript? You can use PHP, but what are some of the benefits? And those are the things that we discussed. In week 3, we really tested our strengths and weaknesses that are inherent in our work life, and I said that my strength is that I love to learn and study new things, and it fascinates me. And I said that my weakness in my work life is that I'm a weak starter. I don't like coding 9 to 5. I hate clocking in at 9 and then coding all the way to 5. That drives me nuts. So we really kind of evaluated our industry and ourselves this month. Lastly, in week 4, this last week, this has been this week for me, we've talked about minimum viable products and how have prototypes and this MVPs changed our industry. And it's really affected it because MVPs give us the ability to be agile and adapt with the world and adapt with the tech industry, because stuff changes so rapidly around here and in our industry. I'm going to sum up this month in 4 words: research, agile, iterations, and MVPs. These 4 things lead to the greatest products that you can come up with. Google, Apple, all the big guys use this kind of stuff. And I'll say one of the strengths that came out of this for me was courage. The courage to try new things. Today I actually used some of the stuff that I learned today, or from this month, and that was actually learning a new language called ZPL, Zebra Printer Language. I had to do something for my work. And I'll say a weakness that came out of this month was research. I didn't research enough, so I strongly encourage you to do it. I ended up doing it in my coding, and that caused me some problems and made some things go longer than it should have been. Thank you for listening to me.